All right. Good morning, guys. It's been a very busy morning for me. One of the things I want to talk about as I did some research this morning, and that's what I like to do in my morning routine. I just love to learn. Um, Women who have had trauma in their life, especially with men, whether you had a lot of dating relationships, whether you got used, or whether you had a father that had a lot of anger, whatever it was that traumatized you, you want to heal from that too. Abortion is just a symptom of whatever issues are underlying that have not been taken care of. That's all abortion is. It's just a quick solution to take care of an issue. So, um, one of the things women need is from men is validation. They need to feel validated. They don't need to feel like all they need to do is try to earn a man's favor. And once they earn his favor, they'll be good enough. They need to be validated and loved at such a deep level that they don't feel that they are earning a man's approval. And I know a lot of girls grow up feeling like they can never ever make their dad happy no matter what they do. Their dad is just never going to validate them. And that can really drive a woman to really push herself. And it's not bad for a woman to push herself and to be a go-getter like I am. I mean, I just had another job call me for work for tomorrow. So I've always worked. I mean, especially when we had our house, I worked even more. But starting from like 14 or 15, I was at Billy's restaurant in Epsom to, the Circle, Epsom Circle, the Epsom gas station, the insurance agency, the ice cream place, which I gained a lot of weight. So I wouldn't recommend working at an ice cream place unless you have a lot of self control with chocolate. But, anyways, to later going and working in Concord, to Friendlies, to Weeks, to even trying Burger King, trying Wendy's when I was in hairdressing school. When I was in college, I worked at Break in Court reporting. Um, Very nice job, but at that time, I was just really immature and I dyed my hair blonde. I mean, I was lost. I was looking to try to find myself in everything, whether it was food, shopping, jobs, whatever. And then going to hairdressing school and working three jobs while I was in hairdressing school, basically, because at the school, it wasn't just a school that you learned, but you actually had part of your day to go out and actually work on hair and customers so that they had a cheaper deal. So, hairdressing, that was like school slash job, and then the common man, and then I worked at a salon in Derry uh, until I was pregnant because I didn't think I could have kids. And I'm a mom of five, but I didn't think I could have kids because of that abortion. And basically, back to abortion, it is a symptom of something. And you can be such a go-getter. So for me too, with jobs after the hairdressing school, I was like, you know what, I want to stay home with my son. I didn't really deal with finances. I mean, we were like, I was just trying to straighten my life out, never mind finances. I was trying to figure out, okay, if we live in, let me see, we started on Route 28 in Epsom. Well, first we started on Monroe Street in Concord, and then Route 28 in Epsom. My Uncle Bill had gotten me the place next door, and then my Uncle Bill and Tina let me and my husband have his place, and then my Aunt Kim and Pat was like, okay, you can live on North State Street. We're leaving here. So then I was the one who got us apartments. I was the one who always dealt with things. So then I got us a place on Princeton Street, and then I got us a place in Pennacook. Um, so you can also be a go-getter with, getting your skills under your belt too, which is not a bad thing. But again, it's under the validation of a man is how to heal the trauma. So just to go back a little bit because I'm talking about jobs. So as soon as I had my firstborn son, I just figured financially it would be cheaper to use Medicaid. So that was like the first financial awakening I really had of being resourceful. So I used Medicaid, and then I was like, okay, now I can work. So I went to the hometown market in Pennacook and I'm like, you know what? I miss my son so much. And I would take pictures of him every single day when I was home from like every angle. I mean, he would just be sleeping in his bassinet and I would get like 40 pictures of him, you know, because he was so cute, I thought. So I missed him way too much. So I ended up staying home more, and then I was pregnant with my second son. And then we moved into a trailer, which we were in for 23 years, so I could homeschool. And did I have naysayers? Yes. Did I let them watch me succeed? Yes. So from there, you know, I did newspaper routes with I had another son, newspaper routes, and then my son was allergic to the newspapers. And then another newspaper route, and I was carrying. So I was like, I can't do both. Then another newspaper route. And by then I had my fourth son. And I was just like, you know what? I am way too tired. I need my sleep. I can't show up for this newspaper route, which I never had done that before. I could not show up. And my iron was low. So then I stayed home and continued homeschooling, which is a huge amount of work, huge. And then let me see, when we moved from a trailer falling apart, I went into the cleaning business, which has a huge turnaround. Um, and I worked for the next 4 years nonstop. Even before we lost the home, I was at McDonald's with my son just for fun. So when we were staying in a hotel, I was working and you know, I was helping to pay for that hotel, and now I continue to work. So what I'm trying to say, not to get off subject with jobs, because I have tons of experience in the cleaning business and I don't have a problem anyone hiring me. So I have invested in myself a lot. And if I did not get those jobs from before, I wouldn't have what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's a higher skill, higher paid job. So I'm so looking forward to this. I also took a real estate class and I'm looking forward in the future to getting into that, but not yet. I have to get a car first. So I went to a church last night and I was talking to some people there, and they're like, so God is rebuilding your life. And I'm like, yep, he is. So God breaks us only to rebuild us. That is his plan. So if you have been broken by trauma in your life, um, you know, get the extra care that you need to say, okay, it's important for me to have men, you know, validate me and make sure I'm enough versus feeling like, you know, oh, I have to earn their approval. So that's what I got for you now, ladies. And I will be talking about some other growth and mindset stuff later. And you can join me for that. Thanks, guys.